This is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center. German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at GermanFarmers.com.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery.
The Greenhouse, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
In the Dome, we have a space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes. It's for the entire community, whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants, offices in Sioux Center and Lamar's. Helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski-Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski-Bout Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski-Bout and see the difference.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Vernon Ice Arena here at the All Season Center in Sioux Center for Dordt Hockey's 3rd game of the year and 2nd in the last 2 days versus the University of Wisconsin Platteville. Dordt won yesterday 6-0 behind 2 goals exactly in each period and a dominant shot difference of 74-6 to win the Friday night game here. The day game today, Dordt will try to sweep the series against Wisconsin Platteville and improve to 2-1 on the year after losing to Waldorf 5-3 last weekend to open their season. Starters for Dordt today: Andrew Benson and Tyler Welsh defensively. Isaac Bart will be the center. Nick Espenson and Mason Carrolls forwards. Isaiah Van Noord in goal. And Isaac Bart in the middle, facing off with Andrew Tugas. to start the game. And Dordt will take possession of the puck first and send it across, turned over immediately, and Platteville will try to clear it unsuccessfully. Bart ends up with it behind, over to Carroll's. In front of the net, it's taken out, and Benson cannot keep it in. He'll reset. Passing it back to Tyler Welsh, the freshman. Benson back up. Carroll's tries to get it through. Pressure from Nick Espenson. Dordt will have to reset back with Benson. Tries to send it forward. Blocked nicely. Good defense by Platteville. They try to counterattack. Dordt maintains possession and will clear it out. Carroll's takes it, sends it across too far for Espenson. And Platteville will get it once again into Dordt ends. Isaiah Van Noord takes it, gives it back to the defenders. Trying to move it, reset again. Benson across. Welsh sends it over. Dordt trying to put the pressure on. Pass across to in front of the net. That's not going to go anywhere, though. That was Zach Espenson trying to set things up. Dordt maintains possession with Doreno, and now it'll be covered up for a face-off. 18:31 to go. And Dordt starting off by putting the pressure on just like they did yesterday. 18:31 to go, first period. Ryland Veenstra in the middle for the defenders. And they will attempt to win it. Trying to clear it out is Roscom. Does. Platteville takes possession, tries to move it forward, can't do anything with it, and the ball will be shot back in by Preston Wage. Platteville with possession. Defenders keep it in, though. Chasing after it is Doreno. Can't keep possession of it. And Platteville tries to send it up. A lot of defenders back there for the defenders as Espenson gets it out. Passed across now and turned over by Tegan Doleman. Defenders take it back, though. A lot of possession early here for the defenders. Platteville kind of getting in their own way. Now two attackers for the defenders, skating and shooting, missing, and a nice save there by the goalie. That's number 1, Alex Kaminsky, in goal today for Platteville. Makes a nice save there. Chasing after the puck there was Paraklis for the defenders. Can't do anything with it. Defenders try to attack now. Pass intended for Spacher. A little too far and well defended by Platteville, who will reset in the back now. It's number 13, Sam Vanderhoven, trying to get things started, but Platteville turns it over. Vanderhoven gets it back and passes across to the right side. Platteville now trying to get some momentum, move the puck, but big hit laid by Christopher Jansen for the defenders, and they'll get the puck back. And that will be... So I got distracted by a water bottle just floating across the ice. It'll be an icing call. And there will be a face-off here for the defenders on the left side. On the right side, rather. Ryler Schell in the middle for Dordt. Gets number 16, Aston Wendt. Defenders win it. Nice little pass in front intended for Levi Loken. Defenders will maintain possession. Back over to Benson. Benson will shoot. No good. Defenders keep possession. Try to get it in front of the net. Platteville will defend that one as well and take it out. Looking to pass it across. It was a good idea for number 14, Jaden Piccone, but they end up turning it over. Defenders trying to reset. Pass across. Not a good one from Benson. Turned over. Platteville trying to create an opportunity. They had just 6 shots yesterday. Haven't had one yet today. Only the first 4 minutes of the game. There's a shot, and it's saved by Van Noord. Good shot from the top. Another attempt in, saved by Van Noord. Defenders trying to get it out. They do. It's Levi Loken. Now 1-on-2, and he'll just take a long shot. Defenders will corral the rebound for a moment with Shelley. It's turned over. Chasing back to try to get it is Welsh. He will. Behind his own net. Welsh passes it to Benson. Starters back in for the defenders. Benson up, looking for Espenson. no good, but taken back by Mason Carrolls. Carrolls now with a couple of many passes to Nick Espenson, and the freshman, the newest Espenson addition, had a good look but missed it left. Defenders keep it in for the moment, and they will keep it on the attacking end for the moment. Fight in the corner. Defenders will get it out. Long shot from Wage is saved. Taken by Corbin Dutch for Platteville, but defenders take it right back. Trying to find his way through is Zach Espenson. He lost control of it. Defenders keep it in for the moment. Now it's taken away. Platteville trying to create a counterattack. That's Tugas, but he's got about a 1-on-4 opportunity, and the defenders able to defend it. Tugas still fighting for it down at the boards. Defenders will come away with it. That's Bart. Bart's pass is long, but Platteville can't play it, and getting it out of there is Nick Espenson, and he'll take a seat on the bench as the defenders will switch. Platteville trying to create another opportunity. Defenders, though, passing it around nicely. That's number 27, Tegan Dolman, trying to create an opportunity. Just no men in front of the net for his pass, and Platteville takes over. Passes it up past the blue line. I said that a little early, but it ends up going there anyway, but the defenders will take it right back, trying to create an opportunity of their own. Behind the Platteville net now, trying to create an opportunity in front for Doreno, nothing there. Now Doreno's got a good look on a good pass, but it's saved nicely by Kaminsky. Defenders still fighting for it back there. Platteville trying to get it out, cannot. It's kept in by Torlina. Now Platteville with possession. Good pass up. It was a good pass, but unable to corral it was Ashton Wendt, and the defenders will take over defensively. Pass up intended for Doreno. It's a bit far. Defenders will take possession right back, though. That's Spacher. Spacher working with Rylan Veenstra, and that was well defended and passed all the way across for an icing call. Face off again for the defenders. 13:28 to go here in the first period. On the season so far, defenders last weekend lost to Waldorf 5-3. They had a 3-1 lead, just not able to hold it against Waldorf, who's a highly rated team. 6-0 yesterday was the final, with 2 goals in each period. Doreno, Spacher, and Dolman each have 2 goals for the defenders for the early team lead, tied for it, as they try to add to that goal total here, but it's turned over and sent out by Platteville. All the way across the blue line and behind the defender net. Benson will pick it up and send it across to Welsh. Welsh to Spacher. Spacher takes it up. He's got a 3-on-2 if he wants it. Trying to create a quick opportunity and a pass in front of the net intended for Horneman. Good idea. Defenders keep possession. Benson, Spacher shoots, misses left. Platteville trying to get it out of there. Defenders with good pressure again early, similar to yesterday, but the defense has held for Platteville so far. Defenders trying to create more pressure behind the Platteville net now. Behind the net, trying to create an opportunity is Christopher, or Connor rather, Paraxlis. I was looking at the wrong number, 22, not 24. Platteville with possession behind their own net. 12:05 to go first period. Trying to create an opportunity, make some passes. There's a good pass up to Vanderhoven. Vanderhoven still with the puck, skating in. Vanderhoven's shot is wide right. Platteville, will they be able to keep it inside the blue line? They will for the moment. Shot is pretty good, and Van Noort has to knock it away at the last moment. That was a long shot. Now Dordt gets it out, and it's going all the way back behind the Platteville net. It's passed out by Platteville, and they will take possession again. Looking up, that was a good pass, but it ends up deflecting well to Piccone. He turns it over. Dordt takes over. Isaac Bart's got it, but Platteville able to keep it in the blue line for now. Chasing after it is Landau, but defenders end up taking over. Isaac Bart with it, over to Carrolls. 4 attackers here for the defenders, and a good shot by Carrolls is saved. Defenders another opportunity in front of the net, knocked away, and they'll reset. Espenson and Wage back there defensively right now for the defenders. Espenson trying to make a move with the puck. It doesn't work. Wage will go and track it down in his own defensive end. Wage passes up for Isaac Bart. Bart gets it into the attacking zone for the defenders. Numbers there for Platteville. They will get it out of there. Wage takes over again. Passes it up for Doleman. It's a bit too far. Platteville clears it once more, and Torlina takes over. Torlina passes it up. Chasing after it is Veenstra. Veenstra still got it in front of the net, and it's no good. Platteville trying to create a counterattack here. This is Dutch. Dutch by himself shoots, and it's saved, and it'll be covered up by Van Noord. First face-off in Dordt's end of the ice of the day with 10:16 to go in the first. Seen a bit better performance from Platteville offensively, as they've got 3 shots halfway through the first period when they had just 6 all day yesterday. So we'll have a face-off here. It is won by Platteville. Trying to fight in there. A lot of bodies in there for the defenders. They're going to be able to get this out and try to create a counterattack. Platteville trying to get something back. They will send a pass across. It's a pretty good one to Vanderhoven. Vanderhoven now will shoot. It was blocked. Defenders will get it out of there. Veenstra now trying to create offensively. Veenstra had Dolman running with him, and they turn it over. Well defended by Platteville. And they will send it across the ice. Long shot from about the middle of the ice, and Van Noord's going to have to cover it up. A couple times we've seen Platteville turn around and whip a shot from long range that's been pretty accurate and has forced Van Noord to make some saves. 5 saves for Van Noord when he only had to make 6 yesterday. So Platteville coming out with a bit more energy and a bit more of a plan on offense today. Defenders will have to adjust to that. Still no score, 9:36 to go first period. Spacher passes it back to Benson. Benson working with Welsh. Benson's got it here looking for Spacher. Spacher trying to create something offensively. Passes up. And past the blue line. Defenders trying to corral it. Ends up on the stick of Horneman. Horneman back to Benson. Benson loses it. It's going to go all the way back to the defensive end of Dordt, and Benson will reset. Benson's pass looking for Paraxlis, but it's just a bit too much. Paraxlis chases it down. He's got a man in front of the net. He'll take a weak shot. It's saved. And the rebound is scored by the defenders. Just creating chaos in front of the net. They've tried it a couple times so far today. This time, Platteville unable to clear it out, and the defenders on the board first with 8:52 to go in the first period. We'll see who they give that to. It was hard to tell from here. But the defenders will take a 1-0 lead. And it was Horneman that finished it off. He was the one that was standing in front of the net for the initial pass. And so Ruben Horneman will score his first goal of the year. Defenders immediately attacking again. Levi Loken's got the puck now on the right side. Loken, that was well defended at the beginning, but unable to clear it all the way out is Platteville, and Dordt will work with it again. Pass down low to the boards, and that will be successfully cleared out, and Zach Espenson will try to take it back in himself. Espenson with a bold maneuver. Doesn't really work out for him, and the defenders will be able to reset with no harm done. Wage passes it up for Loken. Loken fighting for it. Wage will go back to get it in the defender's defensive end, and instead of pressing, Platteville will make a line change. Wage will take the opportunity to skate all the way in and shoot. Left-handed shot, pretty good shot, and a nice save by Kaminsky. .803 to go in the first period. 1-0 defenders. And there will be a face-off. Isaac Bart wins it for the defenders and sends it back to Jansen, whose long shot is high. Goes back to Mike Torlina, who sends it back in. Jansen now trying to set something up. It's stolen. Good play by Brody Reel. First time we've said his name today, but the defenders will take it back and send it back. Torlina's got it here. Torlina across to Jansen. Jansen's slow approach for the defenders. Passes deflected off the side, unable to be corralled by Bart, but it's in the end, and Bart's going to steal it and try to send it up for Carrolls. Now he's got another man in the middle, and a good shot attempt by Nick Espenson. A couple times he's had a good look today, has not been able to finish, and a good save by Kaminsky. Still 1-0. Still has not gotten cleared past the blue line, and Torlina's going to save this one. Jansen, rather, 24. Nick Espenson takes it back. Espenson's shot is saved. So a couple shots in that sequence for Nick Espenson are saved, and both teams will make a line change with 7:06 to go in the first. A lot going on in Dordt Athletics today. We had a cross-country meet, the Sunflower Open, this morning. Both the men and women ran. Fairly small meet, but a good way to start the season for the defenders as they won both of the team awards for most points in that cross-country open. Women's volleyball is playing in the St. Ambrose tournament. That's in Davenport. They have 2 games today. They swept Governors State in 3 sets this morning. They're playing Cumberland. That game is scheduled to start at 2 p.m., so it should be underway. And then men's soccer also in Davenport. Unrelated as far as I can tell. They'll be playing St. Ambrose at 3 p.m., and then, of course, Dordt football with their second game of the season, a very convincing win in week 1 at home over Dakota Wesleyan. They'll be playing Doane at 6 p.m. tonight. Mike Biker will be on the call for that game. Defenders putting on more pressure here, but it's going to be taken away for the moment. Unable to corral it as Platteville, and the defenders take it back all the way across. Ends up on the stick of Benson. Benson sends it across for Welsh. Welsh looking up. He was looking for Dolman there. But it was too far, and Platteville takes over. Now trying to attack. They've got a 2-on-2. Now 2-on-3 as the defenders get back. Long shot again. That's high and wide. And the defenders will end up with the puck, but pressure put on by Platteville. Horniman trying to get it out does. It will be corralled back by Damon, who gets it back across the blue line for Platteville. Not as much pressure this time as the defenders will be able to get this out easily. Deflected was the pass for Horniman, who's still going to be able to get on the end of it and try to create something. Defenders with it behind the net trying to create something. Spacher's got it on the left side. Spacher across to the center was looking for Paraxlis and unable to corral it, but Spacher gets it back. He's got Horniman in the middle now. He'll take a shot. It's wide left, and that will deflect all the way across the blue line. Corralled back by Espenson. Espenson sends it for Horniman. Horniman across the blue line, trying to create another opportunity. Into the middle had Paraxlis again, but it's covered up by Kaminsky, who's playing a pretty good game so far for Platteville. And both teams will make a line change. 5:01 to go here in the first. One 0 defenders on Ruben Horniman's goal. Isaac Bart now in the middle for the defenders against Aiden Gray. Won by Bart. Defenders send it down. Bart's chasing. It'll be sent out to Eli Roscom, who tries to clear it out for Platteville, but a lot of pressure from the defenders. Not much help from his fellow defenders, and it ends up in a good opportunity for Carrolls, whose shot is saved. Defenders maintain possession. Spinning around, shooting is Nick Espenson. Just 2 Espensons on the team this year. We had 3 last year. Nick Espenson, new face for the team. Zach Espenson, the other returner. That's sent all the way across, no icing. Looked like it was maybe deflected. Defenders will try to create something, but Platteville defends that one well. Carrolls tries to get a stick on it, does, and it ends up with Isaac Bart, who takes it across the blue line, trying to create another opportunity. Bart skating to the center, trips, and that's going to be a penalty. Pretty easy call there. Isaac Bart trying to make a cut to the center, and he was tripped, and we'll have our first penalty of the game. And a power play for the defenders. Looks like number 3, Gavin Frank, heading to the box for 2 minutes for Platteville. First power play of the game for the defenders here at the 4-minute mark of the first period. See if they're able to convert. They will lose the initial faceoff, but able to keep it in is Tyler Welsh for the moment. Trying to get it out of there is Platteville. Good hit delivered by Owen Frito. But the defenders keep it inside the blue line. Hasn't left in the power play so far. Slowly trying to build something up. Good pass to the middle attempted by Doreno. Nobody home. Defenders keep the pressure on. Doreno once again on the left side. Looking for Loken in the middle, but well defended by Platteville. Looked like that was Frito again in there. Long shot this time from Doreno is saved. Doreno ends up with the puck again. Sends it back. Welsh. Doreno to the middle. Loken. Levi Loken looking for a shot. Horniman's in front of the net. Can't convert. Defenders, though, maintain possession. Back out to Welsh. Tyler Welsh with a long shot. That's saved. Defenders will corral the rebound once more. Doreno back to Welsh. Back to Doreno on the left side. Doreno trying to create something. Makes a move. Doreno across to the center. Horniman. And he converts. Constant pressure from the defenders on the power play, and they take a 2-0 lead. .306 to go in the first period. And it was Horniman again, I believe, with his second goal of the game for the defenders. It is. So Horniman did not score in either of the first two games for the defenders, but he scored twice today and makes it 2-0. So if the defenders don't score again in the rest of the period, they'll keep up their pattern of this series of scoring 2 goals in each period. Now a good pass for Mason Carrolls, who's got a one-on-one, and he scores! Fast break goal after the power play. The defenders doing it in several different ways today, and it's 3-0 here in the first. Carroll scores his second goal of the season. So 2 goals separated by 17 seconds. And with 2:49 in the first, the defenders have taken control after Platteville had kept it pretty close to start the game, playing well defensively, but that was just a defensive breakdown, and Carroll's showing really good speed down the ice to finish. Defenders once again win the faceoff. This is Ryler Shell, and he will shoot, and that's saved. And unable to cover it up initially was Kaminsky. He's able to get it eventually, and the defenders will have a faceoff here. Ton of pressure put on in the last 2 minutes or so from the defenders after they had kind of put on a little bit of pressure at the beginning of the game, but it's been a flurry recently. Face-off is won this time by Platteville, who's trying to get it out of their own end of the ice. Just cannot do it at the moment. That was a good pass up, and able to escape is Dutch. Now Dutch trying to make a run. Dutch on the left side. He's got a good opportunity. That is saved by Van Noort and cleared out by a defender. That puck was sitting in front of the middle of the net, but a defender stick got there first. So that was probably Platteville's best chance of the day so far. And they've created opportunities today much better than they did in yesterday's game, but that was a mistake by Van Noort as well, and the puck was sitting in front of the middle of the net. But the defenders defend. I guess that makes sense. Able to make the play. Once again, Dordt pressured defensively. Good work there by Tugas, who nearly wins it back, but the defender's able to corral it, and Tegan Dolman will bring it across center ice and now across the blue line. Dolman still with the puck. He's had it all the way since the defensive end. Dolman almost all the way, and a good save by Alex Kaminsky. Dolman trying to do it all himself, and he nearly made it all the way. A little bit of lackluster defense there. Line change for Platteville. Face-off won by Rylan Veenstra for the defenders. This is Tyler Welsh passing it to the middle. No good. Benson attacks to try to keep it in the zone, and that will be kept in the zone. That's Dolman again, who's making an impact in this last minute or so. But it's ended up getting cleared out by Platteville all the way back behind Dordt's net. And it'll end up safely on the stick of Benson. Pass up, good block, good, well done to keep it in the zone by number 14, Jaden Piccone. But the defenders are going to win it back behind their own net, under a minute to go here in the first period. They're maybe trying to create one more chance here. This is Veenstra. Veenstra running with Andrew Benson, who takes a shot. Dolman was also in on that play. The defenders will maintain the attack with under 40 seconds to go now in the first period. Benson trying to backhand pass to the middle. That didn't do anything. And it ends up right on the stick of Doreno, and puck ends up getting shot, deflected up into the netting with 24 seconds to go in the first period. And a 3-0 Dordt lead, and both teams will make presumably one last line change here in the first. So defenders with a face-off here in the Platteville zone. And Paraxlis in to take it. He wins it. Sends it back out to Wage. Defenders trying to create one last opportunity here in the first half. Horniman's got both goals today. He passes it back out to Wage. Wage sends it back in. And it's going to be flicked up, out, and into the ceiling for another face-off with 11.2 seconds left in the first period. 3-0 defenders. And back in to take the face-off is Paraxlis. He's facing off against... That one was hard to tell. Horniman's got it again in front of the net, and he can't convert this time. Just 4 seconds left. One more shot for the defenders knocked away. Maybe wrap around, no, and that'll end the first period with a 3-0 lead for the defenders. So they break their pattern of 2 goals per period from yesterday by scoring 3 in the first period. Today, the defenders have a 3-0 lead at the end of the first period. 2 goals by Ruben Horniman and 1 by Mason Carrolls. We will be back in 15 minutes for the start of the second period. This is Dordt Hockey on the Dordt Media Network.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
How can I join Defender Forever? It's easy. Go to dordt.edu/forever and sign up. You'll not only stay connected with the Dordt community, but also support the future of Defender Nation. Start Forever now. Once you sign up, you will receive exclusive perks, brand new gear, event access, and the latest Dordt news. Be part of something special. Be part of Defender Forever.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Northside Body Shop. When you expect the very best in the repair of your vehicle, call Northside Body Shop Limited today, serving the Sioux Center area since 1955. 712-722-2313.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes, Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell, providing professional attention to every detail.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a team member or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. There's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has for each game, and that's a game plan. And no matter the outcome of the game, there's tremendous value in growth in working together as a team to execute that game plan. What about you? Do you have a game plan for your financial life? Or are you so busy with everything else that life throws your way? If you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours and hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, the planning firm here in Sioux Center has been helping households build and execute their financial game plans on all the things more important than money. I'm Tom DeYoung, president of the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule a complimentary Discover meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your financial game plan on all the things in your life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts Radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Dordt is a place where students flourish.
What stands out about Dordt's mission is how they prepare us as students to face a world that is in need of the Word of God.
We are seeking to embody discipleship. What does it mean to faithfully follow Jesus?
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning into the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
Dordt's program is a little bit unique in that it's entirely online, but one of the unique pieces is that for every learning module in every single class, we have a synchronous class. Students get a chance to know each other, to interact with each other, to learn from each other. That opportunity is really valued by the students that are in the program. I enjoy that. I enjoy teaching those classes and getting to know those students, but also being able to bring in different people's experiences.
Defenders lead it 3-0 as we get set for the second period of Defender hockey here on the Dordt Media Network on this Saturday afternoon in Sioux Center. 3-0 Defenders after the first period. 2 goals by Ruben Horneman. Then immediately after that second goal, which was on a power play, Mason Carroll scored a fast break goal for the Defenders. So it is 3-0 here as we get the second period underway, and the Defenders send it across the blue line immediately. It'll be corralled by Platteville as they will try to send it out. Face off here. And now referees are going to have a discussion and move it back here to just outside the blue line. Isaac Bart is in there for the Defenders. He will lose it It's won by Tugas, and Platteville comes out of it quickly. Number 10, Mason Young, takes it across the blue line. Defenders win it back and are able to clear it out. It takes a lucky bounce onto the stick of Bart. Now Nick Espenson shoots high and left. Espenson and Bart were running through. Defenders will keep it in the blue line. It hits the official. It'll end up on the sticks of Platteville, who will attempt to send it out. It's kept in, though, by Torlina. And it ends up in the middle of it, right in front of the net. Mason Carroll's had a chance, but just couldn't get there in time. Now Espenson, and unable to finish. Isaac Bart tries to send it under the middle. Nothing there. And the puck is still not cleared out. Torlina keeps it in again. He's playing it well right there on the blue line. Nick Espenson tries to get it. Isaac Bart's in the middle. And that was well defended by Platteville here to start the second period. They will successfully clear it out this time. And a couple of hits there. Caden Erickson with the big hit on Torlina. Defenders get it back in immediately. Meanwhile, Isaac Bart in the middle. That's going to be cleared out, and that's going to go all the way down for an icing call. We'll have a face-off here in the Platteville zone. A minute and a half here into the second period. Both teams will substitute. Rylan Veenstra heading to the middle for the defenders against Ashton Wendt. It's won by Wendt and immediately turned back over to Veenstra. Veenstra sends it across. It's kept in by Doreno. Sends it down, and defenders will keep it in again. Veenstra loses it momentarily, gets it back. Veenstra sends it across for Welsh. Fighting on the sidelines there. Over to pick it up as Benson keeps it in for the moment. Sent across. That's a good pass across to Piccone in space. Now Jaden Piccone trying to make something happen for Platteville. His shot is wide right. Didn't really have full control of that one. Still across the blue line, and referee's arm is up, and we're going to have a penalty here. It's going to be on the defenders, and I think that's Tegan Dolman. It is 27 heading to the penalty box. First power play of the day for Platteville. Dordt had one earlier, and Ruben Horneman was able to score. So just our second power play total of the game. Platteville will go on the attack and try to cut into this 3-0 Dordt lead. Defenders win the initial faceoff, but can't clear it out. It's picked up by Platteville. They keep it in on the left side now. Pass across to the middle, stolen by Loken. And a good play by Levi Loken, who's not just going to clear it, he's going to go for a 1-on-2. Loken still got the puck. Great pass to the middle by Loken. And Tristan Schlettner, first time we've said his name, had an opportunity to score it as Loken made a good play. And it wastes a lot of time, if nothing else, as Platteville now tries to reset. Lasko sends it across. Platteville, that's a good opportunity from the middle. A shot from Mason Young. His shot is high. The defenders clear it out. It goes all the way behind the net and picked up by Kaminsky. Leaves it for his teammate. Platteville trying to do something on the power play here. Good pressure put on by Carrolls. Now Platteville's got real numbers if they can take advantage of it. It's across the blue line and behind the net, but the defenders get back successfully. Still obviously the power play advantage for Platteville as they will reset it back to the top. Shot is blocked and picked up, and there's a lot of room right here for Paraxlis, who scores! First goal for the freshman Connor Paraxlis. And the defenders take a 4-0 lead. A shorthanded goal for the defenders, so any sort of power play has been good news for them. 52 seconds left on the power play for Platteville, but the defenders lead 4-0. Puck just bounced out. Paraxlis was in perfect position, got the pass. And converted. Nothing really Kaminsky could do about that. And Paraxlis converts the one-on-one. Now the face-off, still a power play for Platteville, but it's cleared out again by the defenders. 43 seconds to go on the power play. This is picked up by Horneman. Horneman has an opportunity here, but it's 1-on-4. Horniman does take it across the blue line. It's taken out by Shell. Skates left, Ryler Shell up the boards, all the way behind the net. And it's turned over, but that took a lot of time off the power play. Well done by Ryler Shell. That is sent all the way across, and that's going to be an icing call. So just 11 seconds left in the power play, but for the majority of the power play, it's looked like it's been Dordt who's actually been providing the pressure. So Coach Dave Smakyars, don't know if I'm saying that rightly, there's a lot of letters in there that I suspect are silent, but it's hard to tell which ones. He's not going to be happy with that power play regardless, as the defenders have extended the lead to 4-0. 10 seconds left on the power play as Platteville wins the faceoff. Torlina goes back to get it. He's going to run this timeout. Passes it to Veenstra. Veenstra now full strength. And Veenstra sends it across. Pass was intended for Doreno, who may have been offside. Defenders will win it back and send it back to Benson. Benson across for Torlina. Torlina for Veenstra. Veenstra's shot is blocked. Defenders keep possession of the puck. And that will be sent out. Benson's going to take it back, working with his fellow defender Tyler Welsh. Welsh sends it up. Defenders across the blue line. Giving chase is Dolman. One back for the moment by Platteville. Trying to send it out. They will maintain possession. Send it out. Now trying to create. They've got a 2-on-2 opportunity here if they're quick. Well defended there by Benson. And Benson with a pass and a counterattack now. Opportunity for Dolman. Dolman takes it across. With a left-hand shot, it's saved. Dolman wins it back. The defender slipped trying to get that out. It ends up in the middle for Doreno. And Doreno comes out with it. Doreno takes a long shot. It's high. Chasing after it and trying to keep it in is Veenstra. But it's going to be taken back out by Platteville. And number 5, Corbin Dutch. He tries to send it across. It's deflected. Ends up back with Platteville, though, and they lose it immediately. Carroll sends a pass across for Doreno. Colton Doreno looking for the shot. Aim for the top left, a little bit too high and too far to the left. Defenders have it back, though. They've really controlled possession of the puck here in this second period. They did in the first as well, but it's been even more extreme in the second. That's a long pass for Isaac Bart. Bart's going to get it behind the net, send it up for Carrolls. It ends up on the stick of Espenson. Espenson comes out with it. Takes a long shot, and it's saved, and that was well done by Kaminsky, who had a struggle for the last few minutes of the first period, but has bounced back pretty well in the second period, at least for the first 6 minutes. The only goal he allowed, not much he could have done about it. 4-0 defenders with a 28-7 shots advantage, so not quite as lopsided as yesterday. 13:55 to go in the second period, and a face-off on the Platteville end is won by Dordt. Isaac Bart was in there. Carrolls will take a left-handed shot. It's high. Bounces out. Platteville clears as chasing it back is Wage. He's pressured by Vanderhoven, and he will be able to send it across to Nick Espenson. Espenson, a lot of contact there. He's able to get it back out to Carrolls. Carrolls will take it across the blue line, take a long shot, saved. That was pretty close. Saved by the leg of Kaminsky. That shot's also saved. Into the middle is Nick Espenson, and Kaminsky makes 3 nice saves in the sequence to save a goal for Platteville. And so we'll have another face-off in the Platteville end. Face-off is won by the defenders. And taken up by number 16, Ashton Wendt for Platteville, but defenders are going to be able to get this out. No, nicely saved and kept in by Damon. And now a fight behind the net. In there was number 14, Jaden Piccone, who's been in a lot of the offensive opportunities for Platteville today. They have kept it in so far nicely. Piccone ends up back with it, tries to send it to the middle. It's deflected away by Wage. Back on the stick of the defenders, and they'll be able to clear it out. That's deflected, and there's going to be pressure here significantly from number 22, Paraxlis, who's got his first goal already today. But it's defended well and sent back across the blue line by the Pioneers. This is Christopher Jansen sending it up for Paraxlis. It's deflected back to Jansen. Now Spacher makes a move across the blue line. Spacher lays it off. Horniman looking for the hat trick saved. Defenders have it back. Espenson back to Espenson rather. Spacher puts pressure on now in the corner. Paraxlis, shot blocked. Zach Espenson sends it across the blue line. Spacher was offside, and that's what the call's going to be here. And both teams will make a line change. With 11:54 to go here in the second period, 4-0 Defenders. Ryland Veenstra and Mason Young to take the face-off. Won by Veenstra. Puck skids all the way back. Defensively, Jansen takes it. Jansen behind his own net. Pressure from a couple of Pioneers, but he's able to get it out successfully. Ends up on the stick of Dolman. Now Jansen's shot is saved and covered up. Long shot from the left side from Jansen. Saved by Alex Kaminsky. Referee talking to the defenders, and now they're going to huddle up and have a discussion. Ryland Veenstra trying to get himself involved. See what they're talking about here. And there is going to be a timeout here, as the referee is going to talk to the scores table here. So we're going to have a timeout. Both teams will go to the bench. Breaking the action is sponsored by Casey's Bakery. Still not 100% sure what we're talking about here. It's going to be a penalty. There you go. Penalty shot from Veenstra, and he will score. Didn't see what it was for. I was not quite locked in on that side, to be honest, when it happened, but Veenstra takes the penalty shot and scores, and the Defenders lead 5-0. Five nothing with 11:32 to go in the second. So that's twice in this period, just wide open one-on-one opportunities. Obviously one of them with the penalty shot, that's what it's supposed to be. And the other shorthanded goal. That sometimes happens. You see most shorthanded goals will just be pressing too hard and allow someone behind the defense. Defenders have converted on both those opportunities today. So Veenstra scores. Give Ryland Veenstra his second goal of the season. He scored also in the Defenders' first game, the loss to Waldorf. Defenders pressing again. And Shell loses his stick. Coming in off the bench to try to make a play was Carroll's. Puck will be flicked forward and let through by Torlina. Pressure put on by Tugas, but it ends up cleared out, but back across the blue line. Trying to make a play was Piccone. Piccone chases behind the net. Defenders with possession, unable to clear it out. It's kept in again by Piccone. Defenders unable to get it out. Platteville keeps the pressure on. Benson behind his own net with Piccone pressuring. Benson still got the puck. Benson still got it. Flicks it up all the way across. Trying to put the pressure on now is Mason Carrolls as the puck is cleared out by Damon, the defender for the Pioneers. But Dordt keeps it in across the blue line for now. Benson's got it. Cross. Shot. Score. Mason Carrolls. Creating an opportunity. That was a great cross to the middle. Mason Carroll scores his second goal of the game, his third of the season. And the Defenders have upped it from 2 to 3 goals in each period today and leads 6-0, which was the final score yesterday. (6-0), 9:57 to go, second period. Face off in the middle, Bart and Wendt. It's won by the defenders. Andrew Benson takes it. And the puck is passed up all the way down to the boards. Isaac Bart gives chase. Carrolls ends up with it, tries to flick it behind. Ends up on the stick of a Pioneer who tries to clear it, cannot. Isaac Bart ends up back with it. Good move by Bart. Shoots saved as Kaminsky makes the save. 9:34 to go here in the second period. 6-0 defenders. Here in this Saturday day hockey game. Isaac Bart to the center to take the face-off for the defenders in the Pioneer zone, and it's won by Platteville. Bart ends up with it, though, behind the net. Bart trying to wrap around. Can't. Now sends it all the way back to Espenson. That's Zach Espenson. Espenson tries to flick it up and in. Isaac Bart ends up with it. Big hit on the boards. Defenders come away with it. Nick Espenson skates around. Nick Espenson still got it. Has gone in a full 360-degree circle. Now shoots and it's saved by Kaminsky. Dordt volleyball just got underway their second game of the day. It's a tournament that they're holding in St. Ambrose, so the game was supposed to start at 2, but unsurprisingly those games often delayed. That game just underway as they're still in the first set. Dordt soccer will be going in Davenport as well in just a few minutes here. That game scheduled 3 o'clock start time. Now they're going to talk to the goalie of Platteville and the defenders. Just going to be a face-off here. Praxlis in to take it for the defenders. It's won by Platteville. Spacher ends up with it. Skating back defensively. Now tries to send it up. That didn't work particularly well as it ends up in the defender's end. But time now for Dordt to get it out. Now the pressure coming in from Platteville. Espenson will send it for Spacher. Spacher with a good pass to Horneman. Now the defenders with a 2-on-2 opportunity. Horneman on the left side, skates in all the way, knocked away for the moment by the goalie, and Kaminsky knocked it away, and it ends up on the stick of one of his defenders, who now is going to try to take it all the way across. That's number 3, Gavin Frank, who still got the puck. Now a hit delivered by Wage, and the defenders will clear it out. Pass is too long for Spacher, who will go chasing. Time for Lasko to defend for the Pioneers, who will try to create something now, but it ends up back in the attacking zone for the defenders. Horneman loses it. Jansen gives chase. Jansen, with a size, is able to win it back. On the stick of the Pioneers as Spacher's going to win it back. There's a lot of bodies in there. Spacher trying to make a move. Passed it to the middle, nobody home. Good idea, but nobody was on the end of that pass from Mason Spacher as sending it across and making substitutions. Van Noord came out of his net with pressure still coming, but nothing bad comes of it for the defenders as Dolman wins it, sends it out. Ends up almost on the stick of Veenstra. Dolman gives chase. Now Horneman over to pick it up. Ruben Horneman passes it to Dolman. Dolman's pass is deflected. He's still got the puck. Now it's taken away by Vanderhoven. Vanderhoven's pass all the way across. Good speed shown here by number 10, Mason Young, but his pass unable to get home. Now they end up back with the puck. Defenders poke it away. And it's nearly kept in. Deflected out. Now in the middle of the ice, fighting for it. It ends up being won by the defenders. Veenstra ends up with the puck. Spins around, passes it to Doreno. Doreno tries to make a move, but he lost control of the puck. Coming in is Veenstra. The puck never left the blue line area, and Veenstra loses it as he's trying to score. Boy, Veenstra had a one-on-one opportunity with the goalie Alex Kaminsky and just lost control of the puck. That could have been a lucky break for the defenders on a not great defensive play by Platteville, as they did not ever clear the puck beyond the blue line, and Veenstra just came in and stole it. But nothing bad comes of it. It's still 6-0 with 6:40 to go here in the second period. Face-off won by Platteville, and Kaminsky is going to have to scoop it up as the puck just came spinning towards him off the deflection from the face-off. We'll do it again. 6:36 to go, second period. 6-0 defenders. Isaac Bart wins that one for Dordt, but it's turned over immediately, and now a chance. This is one of the better chances that Platteville's had, but losing his footing is Jaden Piccone. Looked like if he had kept on going instead of trying to pull up, he may have had a outside chance at a shot. Now Isaac Bart's going to try to make something happen. Bart's behind the net, had Carroll's, and a good idea, but unable to connect are Bart and Carroll's. That's cleared beyond the blue line, but not far. Picked up by Welsh, who will reset it. Welsh will take it in himself. Welsh makes a move and passes it over. That's Bart in front of the net with a chance. Net is knocked loose, and now some pushing and shoving in front of the net as Bart accidentally hit someone with his stick as he was kind of flailing, trying to score. Net's knocked off his moorings, and both teams will make substitutions with 6 minutes to go here in the second period. Face off here on the right side here in the Platteville end. Shell wins it for the defenders and sends it back out to Emmett Riley. First time he's gotten into the game today. Loken's behind the net. Loken trying to pass it out. It's stolen. Now Platteville trying to create a counterattack. There's a lot of bodies back there for the defenders, though, who have done a good job of getting back quickly today on defense. Never really creating any of those fast break opportunities that we've seen the defenders take advantage of twice today. Fast break one-on-one opportunities. Puck is kept in for the moment. Now it's going to be sent all the way across. Giving chase is Jansen, but it's going to be icing. And we'll move right back to the Platteville end of the ice here in a 6-0 game. Horniman scored twice today. Carroll's has scored twice. Paraxlis with his first collegiate goal, and Rylan Veenstra converted on a penalty for the defenders. So that's how we're here, 6-0. 3 goals in each period for Dordt. They had consistently 2 in each period yesterday. We'll see if they get anything else in the second period as Riley tries to make a play, sends it back behind for Horniman. Giving chase Paraxlis. Paraxlis trying to send it across. Nothing happening there, but the defenders are going to keep it in. So it got stuck in someone's skates. Horniman sends it for Jansen. Jansen trying to do it himself. John now has men in the middle. He's behind the net. Jansen trying to make something happen. Jansen just will send it all the way back to Riley. Riley takes a shot and it's saved. Good shot by Emmett Riley as Kaminsky had to stretch out his glove and snatch it out of the air. 5:01 to play here in the second period. Defenders in control here, leading here now by the same score that they won the game by yesterday. This is Riley, sends it in again. Wide right deflected. Spacher ends up on the other end of it. Spacher skating all the way around. Sends it back for Riley. Riley across for Wage. Wage a shot wide left. Now a chance in the middle for Paraxlis and Horniman, but it's covered up nicely by Kaminsky, and we'll have yet another face-off. With 4:43 to go here in the second period, it's time starting to crawl by. A lot of face-offs as the defenders getting some shots up. Kaminsky has done a better job in this sequence of just covering it up. He's actually done a good job of covering it up all day. He's just struggled in the one-on-one opportunities, which every goalie really does. Riley trying to send it in. Not much comes of it as it'll be taken back out, sent all the way around. Pass is intended for Vanderhoven, who gets on the end of it, but it's stolen away by Wage for the defenders. And Wage trying to create a pass up. He was looking for Doreno, who didn't see it. Veenstra comes and takes over. Takes the puck and shoots, and it's blocked. Good save by Kaminsky, and that puck just ends right back in the middle. It was hard to see who was over there for the defenders, but somebody made a really good pass. Riley gets it back in, but everybody's offside, so the defenders have to reset. Puck's still in, taking it backwards for a while. That's going to stay in, and now cleared out nicely by Vanderhoven. Nearly another defensive mistake. A couple of times today we've seen Platteville get the puck in their own end and right by the blue line and stay there or take it backwards, and Veenstra just rips a shot and it goes in. Second goal of the game for Ryland Veenstra. He just took a shot medium depth on the left side and ends up in the back of the net. Looked like there was a lot of bodies in there. Goalie may have gotten screened a little bit. 7-0 defenders here in the second period. We restart quickly as the faceoff is won by the defense. And by the defense, I mean Platteville. Nobody's defending on a faceoff. Brain didn't quite work there. Platteville with a good opportunity here, and they're gonna get a penalty here. Defenders were pretty aggressive defensively, and it looked like a little too aggressive. Someone's going to go to the box. It's going to be Zach Espenson. Second power play of the day for Platteville. They allowed a goal on their only other power play, so not great. 2 minutes here to try to get their first goal of the series. They've had just one. I don't know if they've had any shots in the second period. They've got 7 for the game. They had 6 about halfway through the first period. Don't quite remember when they got their 7th, but either way, since about the 10-minute mark of the first period, Platteville has 1 shot on goal. And they've just sent it back out of the attacking zone here to start the power play. Now it's taken in by Piccone, and he's knocked over. So we are going to have a face-off on the left side here. Face-off on the left side is won by the defenders. Benson will just send it all the way up. Just wide to the left. Actually, good pressure here. Carroll's. Boy, some lackluster skating by Platteville. Now they're on the attack and moving. And it's turned back over, and that's going to be another penalty. Defenders don't like it. It did look like he got tangled up a bit. It was not an intentional play, but just while trying to take the puck. And they will get Carroll's in the box here. So it's 5-on-3 for 1:15 for Platteville. This is their best opportunity of the day to get on the board. They haven't scored all series across the 2 games from the defenders. It's 13-0 Dordt. And if you're Platteville and Coach Dave Smackyarts, there's a goal right away, similar to the one we just saw from the defenders. Preston Wages 2 for the defenders. That's Boston Damon scoring for Platteville, and they're on the board, 7-1. They score in the 5-on-3. First shot of the 5-on-3 from the left side, just a mid-range shot, a good shot buried in the back of the net. Pretty similar shot to the one we just saw Ryland Veenstra take, except this one was on a 5-on-3 power play. So the defender's unable to do anything with it, and it's still going to be 1:55 of a regular power play for Platteville. So they'll try to get a little bit of momentum here in what is now a 7-1 game. Boston Damon, number 2, scoring for Platteville. They've got the puck now, trying to create something, but having some trouble with it. Defenders end up with the puck. Shell made a good play, unable to get it to Loken, but it's still not crossed the blue line yet. That's Torlina taking it in by himself. Torlina shoots and scores! All the way from the middle of the ice, the defenseman Torlina, and frustration is starting to boil over for Platteville as spiking the stick was one of their players. Torlina just skated around everybody and took a really good shot from the left side. 5th goal of the period for the defenders. Torlina scores his first goal of the year. And it is 8-1. And when Platteville has a power play today, the defenders still lead 2-1. That's their second shorthanded goal of the day. As they've got the puck again. They're still shorthanded, but taking it all the way up across is Welsh. Welsh, that was bouncing in front of the net for a bit. Platteville's going to take over. Fighting in for it is Welsh again, and he gets it to Levi Loken. Good play by Welsh. Long shot, Loken wide. Shell will chase after it and get it. The defenders are just playing with quite a bit more energy than Platteville right now, even in an 8-1 game. Dort's still going hard after puck. Now Spacer, that could have been trouble for. It still could be trouble. Spacer, man, fighting for it. He's putting in a lot of effort right now. The goalie Kaminsky had come out to get it. Spacer was pressuring him hard, and Kaminsky didn't have any help. Spacer in there again, trying to put pressure on. Power plays for 20 seconds more, but it does not look like a power play right now. It just looks like normal hockey. Spacer takes it across the blue line again. Spacer putting pressure on. That's blocked. It was 1-on-3 to just try to take a shot. Numbers still do lie with Platteville. They've only got one guy attacking right now as the power play expires, and Carrolls comes back, immediately heads to the bench. Espenson's got it now for the defenders with under a minute to play in the second period. As Spacer sends it across, Welsh is going to put some pressure on. And Welsh is going to get a stick on it. It almost ended up straight on the stick of Carrolls. Ends up on the stick of Zach Espenson, who swings around, can't score. This is a good opportunity. If Dutch can skate all the way in, he cannot. He's pushed to the ground, shoved to the ground by Preston Wage, and that was good defense. He lays another hit. Wage playing physically on the puck to end the second period, and a very good showing in the second period for the defenders. They allow the one goal in the 5-on-3, but they score two shorthanded goals and 3 additional goals. 2 goals in the period from Veenstra, 1 each from Paraxlis, Carrolls, and Torlina. Boston Damon providing a goal for the Pioneers, but the defenders win the period 5-1. They lead it 8-1 at the end of the second period. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the third and final period of play here in the second game of a 2-game weekend series. We'll be back. This is Dordt Hockey on the Dordt Media Network.
Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000-member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts. Discover more than just inventory, service, and financing for Ford models. Mao Motor Company is committed to exceptional customer service. Mao Motor on Highway 75 North in Sioux Center. Online, maomotor.com. Today's broadcast brought to you by Hague Health Center, proudly serving your local community for nearly 60 years with a commitment to healing body, mind, and spirit. NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa, life in the center of everything, where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors, knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts.
This is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center. German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at GermanFarmers.com.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery.
The Grain House, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
In the Dome, we have a space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes. It's for the entire community, whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamars, helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski-Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski-Bout Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski-Bout and see the difference.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a team member or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. There's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has for each game, and that's a game plan. And no matter the outcome of the game, there's tremendous value in growth in working together as a team to execute that game plan. What about you? Do you have a game plan for your financial life? Or are you so busy with everything else that life throws your way? If you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours and hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, the planning firm here in Sioux Center has been helping households build and execute their financial game plans on all the things more important than money. I'm Tom DeYoung, president of the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule a complimentary Discover meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your financial game plan on all the things in your life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts Radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com, on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Dordt is a place where students flourish.
What stands out about Dordt's mission is how they prepare us as students to face a world that is in need of the Word of God.
We are seeking to embody discipleship. What does it mean to faithfully follow Jesus?
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning in to the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, develop...
Looks like they're going to sweep the weekend series here from Wisconsin Platteville. 3 goals in the first for Dordt, 5 in the second. Platteville's goal was in the second period as well, as we're just underway here in the third. And Andrew Benson has the puck. Benson sending it up. Long pass intended for Veenstra. Stolen away, taken by Platteville. Shot is saved by Van Noord. Shot coming from Aiden Gray that time. As across the blue line, but cleared out immediately. Defenders have it behind their own net. With 19-17, first whistle of the third period. Dordt soccer is underway. They are scoreless with about 15 minutes to go in the first half. Dordt volleyball also playing right now. They trail 1-0 as they play in the second set. Those games both in Davenport, Iowa. Road games. We had the cross-country meet earlier this morning. That was here at home. Oh, and a Man falls over, and it gives an opportunity, but Durano is going to slow it up as the defenders will try to create something offensively here. One back by Platteville for the moment. Slap shot from Benson is saved. Veenstra comes out with it and passes it around. That is Dolman trying to make a play. Over to the middle. Oh, and a good opportunity there. That was Dorano again. His shot was saved. That was a good save by Kaminsky, who's made some good saves. He's had a tough day overall, but he's had some really good plays as well. Benson let that escape the blue line, and he'll simply play it back to Welsh. Welsh across Veenstra. Veenstra sends it over to Dolman. Dolman trying to make a play. It's defended well. Platteville trying to get it out. Benson can't keep it in, but once again, he maintains possession of it and sends it back to Welsh. Welsh back to Benson. Benson's going to cross the blue line with it with a couple of defenders. Benson takes a shot, and it's blocked, as this will be actually kept in for the moment, and now taking it out is Veenstra. Dordt didn't have anybody in there anyway. Veenstra will reset and take it across the blue line. Veenstra's got Spacher with him. Veenstra shoots it saved. Spacher will go get the rebound. Mason Spacher's pass back. Slap shot, no good. That was Wage. Now another shot is going to be blocked. That was from Espenson. This is going to head all the way back behind the net for an icing call. 17:42 to go. Dordt's got a 51-10 shots advantage today. Not quite as extreme as yesterday's differential of 74-6, but still quite impressive for the defenders who have dominated the entire series. First 10 or so minutes were pretty close. Dordt had one goal in the first probably almost 15 minutes of the first period. It was 1-0, but then two quick succession goals from the defenders in the first period. One by Ruben Horneman on a power play. Mason Carrolls followed it up immediately. Dordt went up 3-0 and then started really dominating the game in the second period. Second period, Dordt scored a shorthanded goal by Connor Paraxelis. That made it 4-0. Ryland Veenstra had a penalty shot goal to make it 5-0. Mason Carrolls, Ryland Veenstra again to make it 7-0. Boston Damon scored on a power play for Platteville to make it 7-1. Mike Torlina with a shorthanded goal to make it 8-1 defenders. That's where we're at right now with 16:51 to play. Pass to the middle. Horneman had a chance there, but the pass was a little in front of him, and it'll be covered up by Kaminsky. Face off here in the Platteville end of the ice with 16:48 to go. Isaac Bart to the middle for the defenders. Facing off with Andre Tugas. And it's won by Platteville as they get it out. Sent right back in by Jansen. Defenders still have possession of it. Nick Espenson's got it now outside the blue line. Espenson will play it forward. Isaac Bart across. Was able to get back across the blue line, so not offsides. He's got Carrolls in the middle. Tries it. Carrolls can't convert. And the puck flicked up, out, across, all the way down. And no icing. Cleared out by the defenders. Nick Espenson loses possession of it here. And a pretty big upset in GPAC football today. Just finishing off right now. Mount Marty with a 24-14 win over Northwestern. So that is a major, major upset in GPAC football. Northwestern ranks 7th in the GPAC preseason football poll, or not in the GPAC, in the NAIA preseason football poll. They will lose to Mount Marty 24-14. Dordt plays tonight. They've got a chance to pick up a game on Northwestern in the GPAC standings and improve to 2-0. 8-1 game, 15:22 to go. As we will have another face-off here. Or a penalty. Looking at football scores, missed the exact play that happened, but it's going to be a 2-minute power play for for the Pioneers. Face off here. Won by the defenders and skating around and able to just clear it out, I believe. Yes. Able to clear it out was Tyler Welsh. It was deflected, but not before it crossed the blue line. That's going to give the defenders a chance for a long shot that was on goal, and a pretty easy save, but a save nonetheless for Alex Kaminsky. Defenders have a chance here. Platteville never got it across the blue line. Levi Loken putting some pressure on, as well as Tristan Schlettner. Schlettner's got the puck here. Schlettner's shot is wide left. Didn't quite have full control of that one, as once again on a Platteville power play, it's been the defenders with the majority of the chances. Loken's going to put more pressure on behind the net, as that was just a pass to nobody, and it ends up getting picked up by the defenders. Loken's got it here inside. Behind the nets is Paraxlis, and it ends up being turned back over. So now Platteville trying to create some sort of rhythm on the power play. Taking it across is Frito. Frito's got it behind the net. Turns it over, but they'll keep it in. Long shot, no. Van Noord may have saved that one. 47 seconds to go on the power play. Another shot saved by Van Noord, and Tyler Welsh is going to clear it, and it's going to go all the way back behind the net, and defenders are once again going to put some pressure on, and this is Paraxlis who's going to get to the puck. He's got Carrolls with him if he can get it out. Carrolls is going to end up with this puck but lose it across the blue line. Defenders maintain possession, as Wage is just going to send it. That's on goal as well. 20 seconds to go in the power play. The defenders have created more chances, as we've seen in another power play. That has been an area where Platteville has really struggled. The defenders only had one power play they converted. The only goal from Platteville was on a power play. It was on a 5-on-3, but they've also allowed 2 shorthanded goals. Nothing on this power play for Platteville. Maybe 1 or 2 shots total, as another clearance ends it, and Platteville now clears it out of their own end, all the way across to the other end, just going in circles around the wall is the puck, and Veenstra is going to end up on the end of it. Pass to Carrolls is a little behind him, kicks off his skates and into the corner. Carrolls will give chase, as well as Gavin Frank. Ends up on the stick of Frank, who gets it out of there nicely, and then passes it straight into the skates of Veenstra. Veenstra had Carrolls, but well defended by Platteville, and the defenders will give it back to Platteville, and Frank will track it down behind his own net. Sends it over to Dutch. Dutch loses it, as the defenders now with an opportunity, as they're going to force Kaminsky to cover it up. Pressure put on there by Dolman. Kaminsky covers it up, and it will be a face-off on the Platteville end of the ice. Veenstra and Gray to take the face-off. Won by Veenstra. Emmett Riley in for the second time, had it, loses it, back to Christopher Jansen, who will reset it. Veenstra now. He will shoot, and it'll be covered up. Rylan Veenstra will take this face off and win it. Sent back to Jansen. And back to the middle. Veenstra tried to unleash one and missed it. Now the defenders will maintain possession of the puck, and this one's sent across to Riley. Riley's pass past everybody. It ends up in decent position for the defenders, though, as this will get taken behind the net by Dolman. Riley giving chase now. Riley pokes it away, takes a hit from Dutch. Good hit by Dutch there, but the defenders are still going to have possession of the puck behind their own net. Trying to make a play with it, Doreno. Doreno takes it out now. Doreno sends it across to Jansen. Jansen's got to look if he wants it. He takes it. It's wide left, and that's going to bounce off the glass and all the way back. Van Noord will pick it up and lay it off for Emmett Riley, who will try to reset things for the defenders. On the left side now, giving chase is Paraxlis. Paraxlis with a good play gets it across. Spacher's now going to give chase. Spacher keeps it in. Spacher and Horneman now give chase. Pressure on. Passes good by the Pioneers and gets it out. And now a chance for Caden Johnson, but he loses the puck and the defenders take it back. Horniman can't get it. It's sent back across right onto the stick of Andrew Benson. Benson, the defender's captain this year. I believe Noah Wilms served in that role last year, but he is gone, as obviously every year you have that turnover. Benson is a senior, I believe, for this team. And he has been one of the most solid defenders for the defenders over the last few years. Long shot wide right from Tyler Welsh. Defenders pick it back up. Give it to Benson. Benson's slides it around for Spacher. Spacher will be well defended. Sends it back out for Welsh. Back on the stick of Spacher. Spacher cuts to the middle, shoots, and it's missed. Defenders are going to keep this one in the blue line. Within the blue line, rather. Putting some pressure on it. Ends up on the stick of Horniman. Horniman for Benson. Benson will shoot a long shot, saved by Kaminsky. It's going to end up back in Benson in the same place. Will he go for the shot again? He will, and that's saved again by Kaminsky. He will cover it up, and some late shoving on the play. Ruben Horniman was involved in that. Mason Spacher and Owen Frito, although it looks like Spacher and Frito were just got tangled up during the shoving. Nothing much comes of it. 8-1 game. Teams aren't going to spend too much of their energy fighting. So we'll simply have a face-off here. And a little break in the action. Isaac Bart heads to the left side to take it for the defenders. See who he'll face off against. Looks like Ashton Wendt. And the face-off is won by the defenders, and it immediately ends up on the stick of Nick Espenson, who's had some good chances today. Obviously, a lot of defenders have had good chances today with 58 shots and 8 goals. Carrolls sends it up. Isaac Bart gives chase, as does Nick Espenson. Chance on the counterattack now. Looking for the pass to the middle, and it was way too far ahead of Wendt. It ends up as a shot technically saved by Van Noord, but it looked like he was just trying to get it to Wendt in the middle. Van Noord covers it up, so we will have a face-off. Barton Wendt once more will go at it. And the face-off won by the defenders. Carrolls now takes it up. Carrolls with Bart. That's who he sends it to. Carrolls, Bart, Espenson attacking. Bart with the shot, saved by Kaminsky, who'll cover it up. And we will have another face-off. 9:03 to play. 8-1 defenders. Nobody's scored yet here in this third period. 3-0 defenders in the first, 5-1 in the second, after a 6-0 win yesterday. So, pretty dominant series for Dordt. 14-1 is the margin by which they've outscored the Platteville Pioneers in this 2-game set to start the year after a tough match against Waldorf, who's a very good team. 5-3 was the defenders lost that game, so they started the year 0-1. They'll be 2-1 after today. And next game they will play will be Friday. That'll be at Nebraska in Lincoln. Just one game in Lincoln. That'll be on Friday night. The following Saturday, the 27th, they'll play in Creighton. And no 2-game series for either of those. Those will both just be standalone 1 game. Their next 2-game series will be October 3rd and 4th. And that'll be a road game at Arkansas. Defenders aren't home again until October 10th. So basically a month on the road for the defenders. They'll play 4 games. And then October 10th and 11th, they'll be back for a 2-game set against Illinois State. Back at the Vernon Ice Arena. So a long gap from playing here for the defenders. Shot was by Jansen. It was blocked. Shell comes out with it as the defenders try to attack again, but it gets past Torlina all the way back to Van Noord. Van Noord with a little pressure. He'll have to pass it out. He'll do so successfully to Jansen, who sends it back to Torlina. Torlina back to Jansen as they work it around the boards. Now the puck popped up. And Platteville will come out with it. They've got 4 guys right by the blue line trying to attack, and the defenders will come away with the puck. That's Ryland Veenstra. Veenstra will take it across the blue line. Shoot, blocked, saved by Kaminsky. Defenders get the puck back pretty quickly. That's Dolman. Dolman sends it back to Welsh. Tyler Welsh skating around the boards behind his own net. Sends it back to Benson. Benson sends it to Doreno, who sends it a bit too far. Tracking it down is Frito behind the net. He'll send it up and get it back himself, actually. That's Frito. Big man with some speed and takes a hit from Tyler Welsh. Big hit there by Welsh. He's on a man who's quite a bit bigger than him, but he's able to level him and play good defense for the defenders. Doreno sends it across to Benson, who will pop it across the blue line to Dolman. Defenders, nothing will come of that, though, as Benson takes it back across his own blue line. Benson, hard pass to a guy right next to him, Nick Espenson, but Espenson has it cleanly. Espenson skating, making moves across the middle. Espenson still got it. Had a 1-on-4, didn't have much help there, and nothing comes of it. Emmett Riley takes it back for the defenders. Good attempt at a pass from Carroll there. Riley ends up with the puck again and sends it across the blue line. Not much help there. Carrolls and Veenstra will now put on the pressure. Carrolls on the left side. Trying to pass it to the middle for Veenstra. This is going to be kept in by Preston Wage, who takes a shot, saved by Kaminsky, who's having quite a good third period. Kaminsky, obviously, 8 goals let in the first 2 periods, not great, although several of them were certainly not his fault. But he has had a good third period, made quite a few saves, hasn't let any in. We've had a scoreless third period so far with 5:51 to go. Bart and Went, that's been a common theme for faceoffs today, and this one ends up skidding back all the way towards Isaiah Van Nord. Wage will pick it up before it can get that far, as Piccone will put on some pressure. Defenders have it. This skids backwards across the blue line, but easily cleared by the Pioneers. Wage. Carrolls. Carroll's trying to get it to Isaac Bart, takes a hit. Bart's going to end up with the puck on his left hand and shoot high and into the netting. And it ended up being a pretty good chance for Isaac Bart off the deflection, but nothing comes of it. The defenders will make a line change with 5:25 to go in an 8-1 game. Defenders will improve to 2-1 on the year. Paraxlis versus Wendt in the faceoff here. Won by the defenders. Espenson sends it around the boards. Paraxlis gives chase, delivers a hit in the corner. Horneman comes out with it. Horneman sent it right in front. It was poked out. Spacher takes it back, shoots, saved. In front of the net again. A lot of traffic and nothing happening. Good work by Alex Kaminsky. As I mentioned just right before this, that he'd had a much better third period. That was a very nice play to cover that up, as the defenders had Horneman, Spacher, and Paraxlis all in front of the net, trying to send it in. Both teams will substitute here. 5:04 to go. See if we have any other updates on Dordt Athletics. The soccer team trails 1-0. The clock on the live stats doesn't appear to be working for that. It's been at 40 minutes for a while, but there's definitely less time than that in the first half remaining. 1-0. St. Ambrose leads that game. And Dordt Volleyball has tied it up against Cumberland, as they are tied at 1 set apiece, playing right now in the 3rd set. Defenders, meanwhile, still putting on the pressure, as that's going to get past the blue line, so Loken can't pick that up. He would have been offsides. Now he'll get some pressure, and the ball's just passed directly to him. Loken still has a chance, and it's saved and covered up by Kaminsky. One of the players lost his stick. That was Owen Johnson for Platteville. Lost his stick. Loken was on his knees trying to corral the puck. It ends up just being a face-off. Ryler Shell in the middle for the defenders, facing off against Aiden Gray. Neither of them really won it. The puck kind of just sat there. Now the defenders behind it, their own net, or not their own net, the Platteville net. Jansen. Riley takes a shot, wide left. Chris Jansen will come pick it up. As that will get let through, back to pick it up as Riley. Riley's pass is deflected and into the bench. We'll have another face-off with 4:13 to go. .413 to go. 8-1 defenders. Another face-off here. This will just be at the center, very center of the court. Isaac Bart and Andrew Tugas, and Bart wins it. Defenders have it. Jansen sends it up. Carroll's around the boards. Skidding to a stop and picked up by Boston Damon. But not for long. Isaac Bart gets it back to Carroll's. This is going to end up on the stick of Jansen. Jansen behind the Platteville net. Off someone's skates. It ends up with Riley. Riley's shot deflected into the netting for a face-off. So once again, at the end of the second period as well, this happened, and the third period, we kind of slowed to a crawl. A lot of face-offs. That'll happen when a team is constantly pressuring like the defenders. You'll usually see, well, in a closer, more competitive game, you're either going to see a lot more face-offs because there's a lot more offensive opportunities and good goalkeeping, or you're going to see a lot less face-offs because the game is fast-paced and neither team can really get an opportunity. It really depends on the type of game. Emmett Riley is going to go pick this up. He's pressured by Mason Young, but he's able to get a good pass off to Nick Espenson. Espenson trying to make a move, can't. Bart gets it across for Carroll's. Carroll's with tons of room on the left side. Tries to get it to Bart in the middle. Nothing doing there as Platteville will not quite clear it out. Good job by Emmett Riley to keep it in. Hit by Bart on the boards, but that's just going to get knocked out of there by Caden Erickson. Erickson now takes it for Platteville from the right side, shot blocked, never got to Van Noord. Andrew Benson trying to get it out of there for the defenders, does. Spacher gives chase, can't catch up to it. Spacher still pressuring as that was well defended by Platteville as they'll try to create another opportunity here. Piccone gives chase. Ends up on the stick of Horniman though. Nope, on Piccone, excuse me. Behind the net. Horniman's going to end up with this. Clear it out for the defenders. 2.5 minutes away from their second win of the season. See if anybody scores in this third period or if it'll be a wash. We were at 8-1 at the end of the second. We're still there. Andrew Benson. Spacher now with a chance. Spacher, Benson again. Back to Spacher. In by the net. That is saved again. Kaminsky with a good play. Spacher now loses his footing. And the defender is unable to capitalize on that. And once again, Kaminsky's playing a really good third period. That was an all-out effort by number 7, Peason Landel, who dove and deflected it like a cornerback, laying out to knock away a pass. .201 to go. Face off here for the defenders. Veenstra and Gray to take it. Veenstra wins it. Ends up on the stick of Wage. Espenson now, and that's covered up for another face-off with 1:56 to go. Minute 56 to go in this one here in Sioux Center. Face-off that time is won by Aiden Gray of the Pioneers, but it never gets out of the blue line. Now it will, as trying to make a play up the ice is Dutch. Shot there is blocked. Defenders come away with it. That's Wage who sends it up. That was knocked in across the blue line by Dolman, but defenders were going to be offsides. Dolman recorrals it, sends it back. Wage to Espenson. Espenson will cross the blue line. Send it across to Dolman. Dolman makes a move, shoots from the left side. Actually, that was a pass intended for Espenson. It was a good idea, but it was defended well. Cleared away by Platteville. Corman Dutch again trying to create an opportunity. But Ryler Shell's going to end up with this one for the defenders under a minute to play. 8-1 defenders. Loken. And that's going to be offsides on Shell, I believe. Looked like he crossed a bit early. 49.8 seconds to go. In an 8-1 defender lead, they have outshot Wisconsin Platteville 68-14. Shell and Tugas will take it. Shell wins it. Riley has it. Sends it all the way around the boards. 45 seconds to go in this one. Defenders, maybe one last opportunity. This will be taken away by Platteville. See if they can get their second goal of the game. All the way up goes Sam Vanderhoven. Vanderhoven still's got it, sends it across. Van Noord blocks it, and Shell takes over. Dordt's got 3-on-2 here with 26 seconds to go. Shell skating quickly. Shell's shot saved. Ends up on the stick, sent to the middle. Loken, no. Pass into the middle was by Tristan Schlechter, rather. Sorry about that. 18 seconds to go. 8-1 defenders. And possibly one final face-off here. All the way across the ice. Picked up by Torlina. 10 seconds to go. Turns it over. Nearly a goal. Emmett Riley takes it. Emmett Riley hits it up. Riley's still got it. Will he shoot with 3 seconds to go? This is going to do it as Loken takes a shot at the end of the game. It was after the buzzer. And the defenders win this one 8-1. 8-1 the score. No scoring in the third period, so the defenders win it by a score of 8-1. We'll take one more break. Be back with postgame right after this timeout. You're listening to Dordt Hockey on the Dordt Media Network.
Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000-member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts. Discover more than just inventory, service, and financing for Ford models. Mao Motor Company is committed to exceptional customer service. Mao Motor on Highway 75 North in Sioux Center. Online, maomotor.com. Today's broadcast brought to you by Hague Health Center, proudly serving your local community for nearly 60 years with a commitment to healing body, mind, and spirit. NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa, life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts.
Welcome back. Defenders win this one 8-1. Win both games of the series after a 6-0 win yesterday. 3 goals in the first period for the Defenders, 5 in the second. The lone goal from Platteville came in the second period. It's time now for our player of the game. Today's player of the game is brought to you by Ross Hoekstra with State Farm, serving Sioux County and the tri-state area. Call Ross at 712-722-0806 for all your insurance needs, or stop by the Sioux Center office next to Dairy Queen. A lot of players this could go to, but today's State Farm player of the game is